Well, if you decide you're going to size your chains and chain up your rig, you probably ought to get your tools out. First thing is your cam key. This one's called the T key. You purchase these aftermarket. You don't necessarily come with the chains. This comes with the chains. It's the same key, but it's only half of it. It's an L key. Not as ergonomically correct. It's harder to chain up with this, but they're free. They come with the chains. This is a much better program. And of course, get 2 bungees out per side. So once you get these tools out, get them down next to your tire, then go get your chains. Get your chains out of your rig, bring them out here to where you're going to work, and lay them out on the ground. When you lay them out, you want to lay them with the hooks of the cross chain facing the sky, facing up, and these cams that are on the side chain farthest away from the vehicle. So I'm going to grab the cam side and just lay it out. The idea here is I just want to get them laid out so that I can take a look at them and see if they're twisted. If they're twisted, we have to untwist them before we can put it on the car. So let's just get them laid out here. Okay, now that you've got them laid out, let's start untwisting them.
Now that you've got them laid out, you want to start in the middle of the chain and work your way to one end, and then start in the middle and work your way to the other, pulling the cross chains apart and watching what the side chain does. That side chain told me it needed to go in the bottom and out the top, so you pull the whole chain through there, lay it back out, so you can pay attention to twists. Sometimes as you're doing this, you'll actually get another twist towards the end. That's why you start in the middle and work your way out. Notice we're pulling it apart. See how that one rolled over? Tells us we need to go in the top and out the bottom. So we'll grab the rest of the chain, put it through the top and out the bottom there, lay it back out, take another look at it, make sure you've got it end to end and you're satisfied with it. We've got doing it one more time. There we go. There's another twist. Shows that it needs to go in the top and out the bottom. The more twists that are in your chain, the shorter the side chain will be, and it will not fit your tire anymore. So be sure to untwist your chains before you put them on. Pulling them apart again, double checking, making sure all the way to the end we're happy that the chain is untwisted. Our cross chains are hooks up, our cams are open. Now that we're done with this half of the chain, let's do the other half. This one here, pull it apart, see that one roll over the top, tells me that that other piece has to go in the top and out the bottom. You got to get yourself satisfied that it's untwisted end to end so that it rides correctly on your tire. Once you've got it all laid out and untwisted, then you can start the chaining process. Stand in the middle of your chain, take one step towards the back of the vehicle and grab it. And the reason I took one step back is because I'm going to roll forward onto it. That way I've got more chain hanging off the front of the tire than the back. Once you've draped it over, make sure your cross chains are straight. If you have to wiggle it with the grooves in the tire, so be it. But get the cross chains straight across the tire and the side chains similar around the circumference of the tire. Once you're satisfied there, you grab the extra chain that's at the front and tuck it up under that tire. You want to tuck them up in there in the order that they're on the chain so that your chain doesn't twist in this process. Get them all tucked up in there so that you're ready to drive forward onto them. Once you're feeling comfortable that you can drive forward onto it, stand there next to your car and take a measurement. It's about how far you want to pull forward. I'm measuring how far. I'm making some marks. Okay, it's about 2.5 feet. Go around to your driver's door, measure that 2.5 feet, and move your car only 2.5 feet. Reset your brake. Come on back out. Now start working that chain from the front of the tire towards the back. Now your tire's got that chain pinned to the ground so you can pull on it. Try and get all the extra slack out of that chain that you can. When you're ready, grab the inside side chain. Count the number of extra links that you have. I usually have 3. When I size my chains, I leave 2 or 3 extra links in there so I can have something to grab a hold of. Then come to the outside, go to your link that you have marked, and put it through the backbone of your master link. The master links look a little funny. You got to use the backbone of it, not the front of it. Now they give you this cam tool, as showed earlier. It helps you get that master link closed so that you can lock it in place. Once your master link is closed, then you want to go to your cams. And you want to close your cams starting at the bottom of the tire, because the bottom ones are going to be the easier ones to close. The last cam is going to be more difficult, so save that one for the top where you can stand up and get a little leverage on it. Cam number 3, come and close fairly easily. Cam number 4 is going to be quite difficult, but that's okay. You want those chains tight. The tighter the chain, the longer it lasts. Put your bungees on. Take the end of your tether there, put it through the side chain, grab it with your bungee, and just put a little tension on it by going a little distance and grabbing a side chain. Put a second one on there, just so that you have it with you on the road. Now, bungees are not necessarily required if you have your chains tight, but they're handy to have on the tire in case you need them. This is what you do if you break a cross chain. Driving down the road, cross chain breaks, it's going to flail. It's going to hit the fender of your car and it's going to tear up your car. So take that broken cross chain, undo your bungee, put the tail of that cross chain through the side chain, grab it with your bungee. Now you don't have that problem. Thanks for watching.